My name's Gay Sherry Bingham.
And I'm Mandy Gilmore, and we're both from Atlas Women's Centre in Lisburn.
Piece 4 was influenced by Piece 3 project, and Atlas, along with other women's centres, delivered a very successful project where we brought women together, where they had opportunities to talk. Through that then, the Lisburn Castlereagh Peace Partnership recognised that there was a need for women to come together for dialogue to discuss sensitive issues such as domestic violence, mental health, discrimination and religion.
The first time we've ever done a tender, and it was a little scary, I'll be honest, it was a little scary. Are we doing it right? But do you know what? We know what the community need because they tell us. And we listen. We put the tender in, we heard within, what was it, a month?
Yep.
And you see the day that we heard that we got the tender, the screams were and the whole of Lisburn could have heard us. It was absolutely such an amazing day. 215,000, and we're working with Ballybeen Women's Centre and Resurgam Network Women's Trust.
Piece 4 is a project to connect 200 women from different cultures, backgrounds, religions together to participate in courses, go on trips, and basically just get together.
It's opportunities for women to do things that they've never in their lifetime think that they'd be able to do.
The Piece 4 funding allowed us to bring women together within our community to do a range of things. That's allowed us to go and visit places and, you know, develop relationships.
People just want to be able to get along. They don't want to live in fear. They don't want to live in the past.
It got you to mix with other women, you know, who you'd never get a chance to mix with, really. I mean, from both sides of different areas. It was lovely meeting new people and hearing their point of view, and believe it or not, all women have the same point of view. Every woman wants the same thing. We want peace, we want happiness for our children, and we want our children to have a better future than what we probably do.
It was really positive because she had us writing down on this paper what we were, who we are. And you don't think of yourself as very much until you're asked to write down on something, and then you realise, yes, you are a mum and you are an aunt and this, that and the other, and you know, you could be a gran, you could be working, you could be doing this, that and the other, and what you are as a person. And until somebody actually asks you that, you don't recognise your own qualities.
So we went to the Bangor residential and never met quite a lot of the women before. And it was lovely, and what I like is when you go in and you go do a workshop, and you especially this country with the conflict that it's still in, and you have certain age groups, like my age group is still not so much not willing to change, they are, but it's a learning curve for somebody that's a bit older, you know, because we have been through so much, the troubles, but obviously not wanting to go back where it was. And when you see other people's opinions in them workshops, it's brilliant, you know, and then young ones sit and listen to the older women talking about it, you know, they actually are starting to appreciate what they already have. But the thing is, you need to keep building on it and building on it. You can't just stop, and that's where the funding needs to keep going.
I'm Emma, and I'm from one of the women's groups in Resurgam, based in Old Bourne in Lisburn, and this is one of our Piece 4 collaboration events. So we're together, there's us, there's Atlas, and there's a group from Ballybeen. So it's just a collaboration event. We'll be doing some mindfulness through art and different things, just bringing women together. Politics. It's just trying to get women interacting with each other, getting them more involved in their communities, getting them more involved in political aspects that would be more considered male dominant.
I'm Finola Hunt from Education Matters, and basically I've been here today to do a good relations workshop with all of the women who are involved in this Piece 4 project. I'm Ruth, and I got the women to get to know each other a bit better at the start because some of them weren't familiar with each other, so we did a wee icebreaker.
Which body part would you choose to get a tattoo done?
I have a tattoo.
What do you do first thing in the morning?
You really want to know? Put my teeth in.
And then we explored what good relations work is, and they're more familiar now with where it came from, etc.
How much in peace we are.
They all explored the good relations indicators and had their own ideas of what they thought the indicator, why they were important, and what the average scores for the indicators were. And we finished off by then. I showed them some of the statistics around the good relations indicators that are used by the government to decide whether work of this nature is doing its job. It's good to get to know people that aren't from your own sector. That's all part of it. I think it's going quite well. I think it's, you know, we're getting to know each other a bit better, and they're focused on their questions. You know, they're really clear about what the programme's all about. I think it's going quite well. Actually, I'm pleased with it so far, and I think it's really nice that they kind of told personal stories about their lives.
Piece 4 gave us the opportunity to talk about the topic of being a bit more aware of domestic violence in our community.
The money from Piece 4 has enabled us to bring in the facilitators, to sit down to talk to us, to explain everything to them. Without Piece 4, this course would not have taken place. So through them and their help and their support, we've been able to look into what is happening in domestic violence.
Not knowing anything at all about domestic abuse until this course started, I felt, and I said, that I'd felt like this, I had been living in a bubble.
We had the opportunity over 10 to 12 weeks to talk in open conversation about domestic violence.
I think that the big impact on me was actually learning from the facilitators that 1 in 4 women actually suffer domestic abuse, and that is, you know, it's a large number of people, especially in our own country here.
We ended up producing some art that allowed our voice to be heard in the community.
I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become, and I choose to become strong, not weak, not broken.
I am more than my trauma. I am more than my abuse. I am more than my scars. I am what survival looks like.
Stay strong, believe in yourself. Things will get better with time and healing.
This course has been great for me, just to give me an insight into what some people actually have to live with.
Just by asking questions and listening to each other, we could actually have a voice for change in our local area around this really important but difficult topic.
I mean, I would like myself to be able to help people in the community, and maybe to see somebody who is in need, that we could go forward and help in a, you know, in a gentle way, not a pushy way. And that's, you know, a lot of what we were learning as well, how to, you know, to help others.
And Piece 4 has allowed us to start that conversation, but we feel that this is a conversation that is only starting in some areas, and we need more funding to work together to allow a louder voice, more women to talk, and more women the freedom to talk about something that is so deeply important. And the funding allows us to take this out there as far as our government, but also just with every woman on the street, that every woman learns that she can play a part in having a voice.
We're nearly desperate for the next course to come, you know, and sometimes now it doesn't even matter what it is, it's about connecting with other people again. But the friendships that have been made have been lovely.
So what I was saying, bring on Piece 5.
I feel loved and accepted by all the group. It gives me motivation and something worthwhile in my life to focus on.
Great to meet up again with our friends from Cavan. This was a brilliant opportunity to meet women from outside my community.
Getting involved in the women's groups has helped me get involved in my local community and meet new people.
This course showed us that despite religious and cultural differences, underneath, health, happiness and safety is important.
I'm able to spell properly now and can talk properly now and met new people.
I would have been in a darker place without it. The creativity of art allows me to focus my mind on what I could express through art.
I feel much more confident to join in conversations. It will help me to move forward, understanding both sides. My attitude has changed and my outlook on the troubles.
Lovely to be with and meet the other ladies with the same way of thinking, wanting a better place for our kids to enjoy, much more than I expected.
We agree on lots of things and disagree on some, and that's okay.
It was a great experience and I learned so much.
16 months project, now over, and it's been a hugely successful project.
We've had over 700 women that have attended on the programme throughout.
We hear the stories every day, and it's listening to women saying, you know, it's great that all religions come together in one place, regardless of background, regardless of belief, to have fun, to learn from each other, to share ideas and to share community space.
All of you who have participated in this programme. It's been remarkable just sitting here listening to all of this morning. So a big thank you. From our point of view, it looks like money well spent.